The ground is covered in fresh dragon blood and deep claw marks. The winged silhouette soars high up in the night sky and heads east, doubtless towards her lair. The assassin gives the commander a thumbs up and throws his back over his shoulder. The ambush was a success. Serious loss of blood, though not fatal, caused the dragon's heart to compensate by contracting more rapidly in order to oxygenate the muscles. This makes it more difficult for her to breathe, and weakens her wing capacity. Lack of oxygen then leads to convulsing seizures that force the dragon to descend for short rests. It takes her the entire night to travel the distance he could normally cover in a few hours. I'm glad we have a dragon scientist in the party with us. Where the hell is this location supposed to be? Bloody. Oh. Oh, that's convenient. Outpost to Bastion expansion. Outpost to Bastion expansion. Outpost to Bastion expansion. Widening the streets. Yeah, let's do that. Logistic reform. Huh. We'll do this ghostly pathways things. Or we could do the faultless daybreak, because it sounds really cool. I'll do the faultless daybreak. Just because that's a cool name. Oh, maybe I can do traveling. Too many relics, agreed. Too many cooks, too many cooks. I mean, I don't have much else to spend the time on right now, so it doesn't seem like a huge problem, but I feel like I wouldn't say the problem is too many relics. I'd say the problem is that you can't really discern what the relics are going to be before you start expanding on them, right? I feel like it should be like a quick, like, one-day activity to, like, identify the relic, and then to see what path you can go with it, and then you could have, like, an extended activities to make the relic, right? But that would make more sense. Something like that. Not necessarily one day, but, you know. Bloody. Oh, for army. That's perfect for the Ying Wong Mafia. Where are they at? They're right down here. Hurry. I was a little bit exhausted, but a little bit of exhaustion's never hurt anyone, right? You'll finish the game before going through all of them unless you persuade for them to all finish. That's life. That's what all the people say. There's a spit acid, right? Yeah, I do. Out of mana. Ow. Ow. My mages! And here's what spooked the absolute crap out of me. They were supposed to start tomorrow, but forgot to inform me the schedule had changed. Standing just completely naked, Doritos on chest, playing Wrath of the Righteous with Wrath of the Righteous on the second monitor. Arkele. The reeking Bloodsmere lair of Rift Drakes is filled with bones intermingled with treasures. These are not valuable for monsters, but those fiends couldn't control their greed. I was sweater on the half-eaten damage in my hand. Nice. Headhunters. Inquisitors. A Slayer. Well, these clerics might be valuable for someone. The marksmen are pretty good. Then we need a new army for these guys and these guys. Oh, so I can keep recruiting them for more money. And how many times can I do that? Ah, okay, so you can recruit once more for more money. That's okay, I should probably do that then. I have a lot of money, so why not? Stop. Nope, no perkele. Perkele, saatana. Oh. Okay, I did 40. I'll buy 40. Wait, does that? I already have a military academy. Oh, I wasn't on building. No, it's a whole strategy I wanted, right? Yeah. There we go. So. Oh my god, there's so much stuff I gotta freaking do over here, man. So they're implying that these guys are too tough for me. But I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can probably do it. Do 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 do. That's a pretty hefty stack of clerics now. I think I grab this marksman. And replace them with those rangers I have down here too. Dark splashes of dried blood are visible on the ground. Its foul, pungent scent awakens the predator instinct of the hunt. Everything nearby is splattered in blood, as if a battle took place here, or someone slaughtered a herd of goats. Yet this blood belongs to neither human nor goat. Its sulphurous odor indicates that this is the blood of a rare fire-breathing dragon. Injured and exhausted, the fleeing dragon stopped here to rest. The commander decides to personally examine the trail to impress the assassin. Sure. As his assassin for advice. Door points confidently to the south. The dragon's lair is hidden somewhere among the mountain gorges. Artisan's Tower has been revealed. The commander and his followers are traversing the mountains trying to track down a female Woundwyrm that's been wreaking havoc on Dresden. The dwarf leading the party approaches the edge of the cliff and points down to the ruins of a tower built upon the rocks 300 feet below. Its very existence raises a number of questions. Who would dare to build a tower here so close to the demons? Why would they erect it here at the bottom of the canyon? An expert analysis of the tower structure provides the answer. Numerous features in its design indicated that the building dates back to the golden age of the Asante Empire. It is several times older than the World Wound. It was originally constructed on top of a mountain before the cataclysm changed everything. The tectonic plate shifted, causing the tower to sink to the bottom of the newly formed canyon, and the mountains rose up around it, like the jaws of a predator ready to snap shut and bury it beneath the rocks forever. The ancient ruins have been abandoned for ages, barely visible amidst the steep cliffs. The tower would have remained hidden had the commander's party not discovered it by following the trail of blood. The dwarf signals that it is time to descend. The alpine path leading to the tower soon splits into two directions. One on the left is a rocky ledge, dangerous and narrow and visibly unstable. On the right is a broad path covered in overgrowth, brambles, and thickets. There are many poisonous plants in these mountains, some of which are so dangerous that merely touching them can lead to numerous adverse reactions. These include, but are not limited to, migraines, disorientation, vomiting, hearing and vision loss, paralysis, and even death. The commander says there is and this one location is copy. I love this book stuff. If this was voice too, it would be so good. Chooses the steep and dangerous path to the left. The commander decides to take the path to the left, which descends steeply down at the dangerous angle. The loose stones along the ledge are treacherous and unstable, and one wrong step could cause a rock slide. This is a task for either a person of outstanding acrobatic talent or someone attentive and cautious. Whoever leads the way will take on the greater risk. The commander sends his most agile companion. Predictably, the path that's been chosen is full of dangers. Olbrich makes a dangerous leap, dislodging the stones beneath his feet. He comes dangerously close to falling, teetering precariously before managing to regain his balance. Having witnessed such a near tragedy, his companions watch their steps more carefully, and the party navigates the remainder of the perilous trail without further incident. The book section feels like skill challenges from Game Mastery Guide, which is the point, I guess, yeah. The path comes to an abrupt end. A recent rock slide has destroyed the section of the trail, leaving behind only a few footholds for those brave enough to attempt the crossing. The commander's allies hastily tie themselves together with rope, hoping to prevent a fall if anyone loses their footing. Dwarf silently indicates his mountaineering equipment. If they choose to climb down the mountain cliff, they'll be able to get back onto the path and avoid the dangers ahead. The commander... Everything is just Olbrich. Orders the strongest of his companions to lead the party to descend down the cliff. Olbrich. Assisted by their training and combat experience, the party climbs down slowly and steadily. Olbrich does not panic or make a single mistake, as he skillfully leads his followers through the treacherous terrain. Eventually, they reach a secure rock ledge. With a cry of warning, the dwarf points to the sky. Giant birds of prey circle ominously overhead. Their beak morphology indicates their carnivorous nature, and their large size suggests that they consider those climbing down the cliff to be prospective prey. It is common for them to fling their quarry against the cliffs and then feed on the carcasses. With ear-piercing shrieks, they swoop into formation and dive down to attack. The commander gives the order to... Oh my god, Olbrich again. Everything's just Olbrich. Ember making an athletic check as well, hell yeah. Scare off the birds. Olbrich pulls out a knife and runs the blade over the stones. The metal makes a grating sound. The birds fly away in fright. It is the same sound that their sworn enemies, mountain cats, make when they sharpen their claws on the rocks. The party overcomes every obstacle and finally descends to the ruined tower. The mountain has been conquered and no one has fallen victim to its treachery. Now they secretly approach the unsuspecting dragon, stealthily making their way through the surrounding rocks. After leading them to the tower, the dwarf gives his newfound allies a nod of respect. Neo, no! Neo. Okay, so we're a bit
we should move.
Fatigued, but I can remove fatigue with this, right?
We should rest. You don't want me to fight tired, do you?
I don't care about Greybor being exhausted. I don't care about Kiryu and Olbrich.
We'll make things right.
Efna. An, Efna. An, Efna. An, Efna. Esmith, Axel, yes. Esmith, Axel, yes. An, Efna. Esmith.
Anything new?
Yes.
This war must end.
Esmith.
You call?
Axel, yes. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi.
Are we ready to move out?
Ala, swa, down. Ala, swa, down.
Probably might have some scrolls that would be nice to cast at some point too, but...
Yes? Huh? Oh, yes, what?
I will prove my worth.
You know what you're doing.
I'm always ready.
Good.
I'm always ready. He's gonna have a bunch of babies in here now and be like, oh, my babies, my poor babies. Let's try to get close as we can to the dragon without making any noise, then we'll take it by surprise. It cracked up on the toothy old lizard without her noticing us. It's a pleasure to work with a real professional. Let's get a little closer so we can attack when she least expects it. The dragon looms over an old elf, her vicious teeth barred in an angry snarl. You recognize his face. He is called the Storyteller. Oh! I know you're in league with those little parasites who wounded me. They sent you to spy on me. They thought I wouldn't crave the crunch of your old bones. Ha! They were wrong. I've always had a special liking for the taste of elven flesh, but I do love to play with my food. What can you offer me in exchange for your pathetic life? Perhaps I won't kill you if you manage to impress me. The Storyteller is pale as a ghost, but he stands strong and doesn't lose his nerve, though his voice trembles slightly as he speaks. Story. Stories are all I have, but some of them are priceless, more valuable than any treasure, thus I can offer you in payment. Stay quiet and wait for the right moment to attack. Promise, most sense, right? I have a peculiar item on me. Its previous owner was quite sinister, so I think you'll appreciate this story. The Storyteller produces a small bundle from his bag and opens it to reveal a golden signet ring. As he holds it up in his shaking hands, the old man's voice suddenly changes. His tone grows shrill and angry, taken on an exaggerated quality, as if doing a mocking imitation of someone else. Everything in this throne room is so cheap and vulgar. Jamandi Aldori knows nothing about luxury, another sorry provincial excuse for an aristocrat, and yet I still must bow my head and smile politely at these sword-waggling half-wits. These poor souls have never known anything more luxurious in their life than this ruler parody of a palace. I must convince them that I am at their mercy. Wait, it's Tartuccio! Soon they will all beg me for mercy, but I'll see that they are given none, or my name isn't Tartuccio. And look at these foolish idiots who wanted to become a baron. What a parade of louts. A whining, bumbling boor, more beard than face, who drones on and on. An insolent, unwashed wench carrying around a dull gardening tool as her weapon of choice. An undead sadist, carrying an endless amount of emotional baggage from her childhood. She's actually alright, to be fair. But as for the infuriating halfling who never shuts up, how I long to take that little journal of hers and shove it into her blabbering mouth so she'll choke on it and be quiet. A worthless creature who clings like a limpet to someone far more important. My greatest rival, a dark horse. Well, consider this entire performance dedicated to you. The old elf is out of breath and his diminishing voice becomes harder to discern. A whining, bumbling more bear than face, that was Barog. But that can't be Barog, so who was it actually? Because I was thinking, oh, that's Barog, but what character is he actually describing? Because, I mean, that is way too apt. You know, that is literally the description of a character, but... Oh, the dwarf. Oh, the Grotus dwarf. Makes sense. That does unironically sound exactly like Barog, though. This night will be long and bloody. The mercenaries will storm the palace and kill the useless rabble, hopefully starting with all my rivals. But they won't touch me, for I possess a token of immunity, a ring with King Irovetti's personal coat of arms. After all, it is I who must lead the expedition into the Stolen Lands. Not for stupid titles or glory, you know. Ha! Imagine becoming that fool Jamandi's bootlicker, only until the end of your life, no. My precious witless little soldiers will procure something a lot more valuable than a barony in the middle of nowhere. Something precious is hidden in the Stolen Lands. A wooden sword created by someone who was truly powerful. Nothing like the pathetic scraps of metal worn by these pompous Aldori simpletons. No, it is a true instrument of fate. It is a pity I don't know how to use it myself. But King Irovetti will pay me an obscene amount of money for it. Fortunate enough for an eternity of endless debauchery, not to mention the little bonus he'll give me for Jamandi's venture collapsing like a house of cards. Merely a trifle, really. Barely buys you a Paris and Absalom. And then... Oh, Callistra, this stinkpot with a sword has started flapping her jaw again. Why can't she just shut up? Her manners are worse than a kobold's. Be careful now, Tartuccio. Don't let anything slip about Giamandi. I hope that the loudmouth will get stabbed tonight. The storyteller's voice grows louder and sharper. It's not like you're being kept prisoner. If you don't want to wait, you can always return to the mountains or whatever other place you crawled from. I especially advise you do so if you don't know who the Aldorli warlords are. The dragon keeps quiet. Finally she speaks, her voice loud and demanding. How interesting. What happened next? I have an interesting story for you too. It happened. Oh! Is this a, this is a Apsu specific type meme? Yeah, Apsu is my god. I should probably do that one, huh? I kind of want to do this one because the storyteller is doing some stuff, but I mean this is like unique to my god choice, right? It probably doesn't lead to anything unique though, right? So maybe I should just step out to see what happens. You have to use we need to know. Yeah, let's do it. Today in Apsu's name I will rid the world of a spawn of evil. You hear the ringing of silver scales somewhere far away. It's getting closer, and soon it feels like a huge wing star flapping right over your head. Apsu has heard your prayer and will not leave you to face the evil dragon alone. The dragon turns towards you in astonishment. What? You again? You sent this miserable old dotard to distract me with his chatter while you sneak up on me? Your weapon is imbued with the righteous fear of Apsu, making it ready for another fight against the Dahak and his wicked allies. For the duration of this effect, all weapons attacks you make against evil targets get a plus 10 profane bonus. Oh! Your weapon attacks ignore any the other target might have. Oh my god! Damn, I mean, you can definitely say that again. That's a crazy bonus. Oh man, I used all my things accidentally. Whoops. Might be. Would anything special happen if I just stepped out? Like, would be able to like resolve the situation differently? Just set everything on fire. Okay, well, Guys, is Ulbrich too powerful? Once I'm finished with you, I will pay a visit to your pathetic town and burn it to the ground. You've wounded me, follow me here, and now you corner me in my lair like a mindless beast. Curse you all. If you fall closer, you get a capable spell buff when fighting Souten and Minago. Oh, that's cool.
Follow if you dare. I'm off.
Hey, December, gods care about us. Take that, Ember.
I do what I must.
Stupid young 90-year-old girl. Within the peninsula, a faint purple glow emanates from a crystal-shaped hole. Its edges are chipped and cracked, suggesting that whatever it contained has been forcibly removed.
I'm gone.
Time to...
Ow. I think I would actually burn his pleasure on Terry. He said it, but I wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't sure if like I wasn't on a timer there or whatever. Did I actually save after I attacked the dragon, or did I not? I didn't. I was in like... Don't have anything else. Well, I was like, oh, maybe if I attack the dragon, I won't get to do anything else. So was that triggered by looting everything, I guess? Oh no, the history. Oh no, I forgot to activate his bite attack. Oh no, history doesn't repeat itself. This is the end of everything. The end of everything.
Simply business.
I will resist.
No haste right now, I guess. I'm looking all of leper smell, seeing my weak human force fall around me in droves.
No rest, please. I'm tired. This war
Please,
must end.
you are my
Allow
favorite
me.
aid.
I'm gone. Don't hold back.
Oh. Whoops. So I bugged the game, or? Grable looks with satisfaction at the surrounding carnage. That's a job well done. You can use her head to decorate your tent. I'm going back to Reston. I think we should continue working together.
I'm ready to offer you my services. As you can guess, a full contract will be more expensive than a one-time job. I think 12,500 gold would be a fair price.
Is there a benefit to paying him double here? Does he like become a more powerful ally or something? Yes. I'm a rich boy. I think your services are worth more than that, so I'm willing to double the price.
It is always a great pleasure to work with a client who can tell a professional from an amateur. It's rare these days to find someone who appreciates high-quality work and is willing to pay for what it's worth.
You know what? I'll triple it.
I think this is the beginning of a long and productive partnership.
My money! He actually took the money, guys! What is part of my party? How's that work? I thought we were just gonna split it. Oh, the one half? Nice. What the hell? Guys, I thought we were just gonna split it.
Anything new? We'll make things right.
Struggle's
Ready to
never
serve.
We
cease.
should move.
Yes? Did I fail?
No. Why? Ember, why? I like paying a double every casting restaurant if he dies. He'll backstab you randomly if you pay less, but that's the price he gives you. Why would you do that? I would get that if you like barter with him or whatever.
Are we ready to move out? A success worthy of praise.
Though this magic trap is now old and dysfunctional after centuries of disuse, it would once have irreversibly blinded any thief who gazed upon it.
It went splendidly.
The inscription is written in an archaic elven script. Do you recognize the word stranger's home? I see you and I implore Callistra. It appears to be some kind of protective spell against thieves, but it has lost its power over the years.
A success worthy of praise.
Once contained a spell of warning. When the intruder appeared, it would let out a chilling howl to raise the alarm. Fortunately, the enchantment has worn off with the passage of time, so your ears have been spared. Darren is a super rich nobleman as well, and he still expects handles from you. He's the least like companion. Wait, who? Greyboar? I get the Greyboar being the least like companion. That's a vibe for sure. Ooh, whenever a rare makes a sneak attack, it does an additional 1d6 damage. Okay. Alright, bud. Oh yeah, okay, nice. Oh. Storyteller, more like fart smeller, am I right, guys?
I'm gone.
Paying doubling noise and misgivings you might have after a quest. Per pipper, you need to fail whatever amount of interactions in this quest. This is backstab with more money. Good thing I knows beforehand now what this companion could do. We're just adding context. I mean, but I mean, there's no chance he does it now anyway, right? What do I ask you for? Splendid. Let's get out of this place as soon as possible. Let's make
We do it my way.
to the ruins.
will defend my dream.
Oh, it's a Harry Potter monster. Oh no. I thought the bonus against chaotic evil or against evil targets. Is this Mandragora evil? Oh, it is. Matare!
Don't hold back!
Jesus, I hit every hit there and I did so much damage to it.
Simply business.
Oh, there's more. They leveled up. Why are my ladies so slow? I guess I'll run in there. Oh, Aura Shale.
I will resist.
Spell Eater. Spell Eater.
Strike!
It's your time to cease to exist.
What a good job, man. Oh no, silent. I don't know what the spell eater does. Does it actually eat spells? Like, oh no, it can dispel magic in a big area, I guess.
Prepare yourself.
Damn. Damn, Daniel. I know what Mr. Silent over here does, but probably nothing good.
You should have run!
You're in my way.
He's just chilling out. Does it do nothing, poor guy? Oh, I feel bad.
I sense something.
Why is the camera being so weird? Well, he's an initiative tracker, so he must be evil, right?
This will hurt!
Did we destroy that dragon? I mean, that wasn't even remotely close. That wasn't even in the ballpark of close. That dragon was like, I'm gonna go destroy Dresden. I was like,
Something is
sure,
not right
yeah,
here.
sure thing, buddy. Lesser kineticist rod.
I'm off!
I haven't encountered a kineticist yet. Maybe I'll find a kineticist named Trevor.
I do what I must!
Oh, pile. So the whole meme up in that second floor was just there were traps there once upon a time. Now we can finally go get rid of Greybore. That's gonna be nice. Cause he's boring. He's so fucking boring. Okay. Oh, there's level 5 army heading in. It's level 4 army down here and level 5 army up here. Okay, we need the Ying Wong Mafia to deal with this. So we'll replace these Rangers. These Rangers can head. New locations go. Legacy of the Ancients. The Rangers can head back home, and then these guys are gonna go down here, and we're gonna put the scouts in, and the rest of these units are gonna travel over this direction. Or just I'm also sort of going over here, right? The petrified traveler. Alright, hopefully they can deal with the army down here and then travel all the way north to that other army. That's what we're hoping right now. I just let them flee and I just get the XP and stuff, right? Should be fine. Wait, you thought you had to pay 25k gold for him to fuck off? Greybore? Greybore. Swindlers have started a rumor that the commander is a saint and gullible soldiers are now buying their charms that allegedly contain his hair, cut nails, and other holy relics. Leave the corners be fill the fake charms with real power. Well, but wait a second, hold up a second. Professional charms bearing the commander's image and crusade themed merchandise. Finance points and buy a cloak, support the crusade decree. Oh, current fucking chaos. Oh man. I think punishing the con artist is a very Kiryu choice there, probably. Like, this is like the Yakuza side quest, right? Where Kiryu learns that some dudes have been some dudes have been selling pictures of him and saying that they're magical. Then he shows up and beats the crap out of them, right? Yakuza 2 side story. Oh, there is the side story like that. I think this is a good choice though, but we'll just go for like we'll just roleplay a little bit. So we punish the con artists. False hope begets only regret. The commander has prohibited the sale of charms and dispels the rumors, earning the soldiers' respect. They value their commander for his honesty, not for his divine origin. Fourth chairman themed lucky merch, yeah. Current fucking chaos. They who do not seek to know their enemy and fail to fortune in Pathfinder, their secret of success lies in the officer's steadfast focus. This is agree. TV. It's charismatic for a bunch of curious face instead, yeah, exactly. Current freaking Deus! We're gonna have a lot of dialogue now, I think. I should probably run around and ask my companions to see if they have anything new to tell me too. Probably a good idea. Hello again. Hello again. There's nothing more pleasant than making someone happier. Some say that being a kind person is hard work, that most people can't do it. Is that true? Look at the people standing next to you. Don't you want to love these people? Is it so hard to smile at them? To say a kind word? To share with those in need? Don't you feel joy when you do something good for others? And isn't it wonderful when they do the same for you? Kindness is the easiest and most pleasant thing in the world. A crowd has gathered in the streets, young and old, civilians and soldiers. Everyone is listening to the frail elf girl, captivated by her delicate voice as it rings out. What about ungrateful assholes, huh? You do good for them and they just shit on you in return. Just don't be like them, and don't get angry at these people. They don't know what they are doing. Don't abandon them to their silliness and sins. Keep doing good and you'll see, sooner or later they will realize they were wrong. What's this meeting? This? I'm just talking to good people who want to listen. The girl can talk, of course. No one's going to live by her sermons, but listening to them is nicer than listening to bards and their songs. Speak for yourself. Sinner, I feel myself getting better, kinder, more spiritual every sermon. Really? Well, do a good deed then. Give me something from your shop for free. Address the crowd. Listen to her. She will teach you to live good lives. Right, Commander, that's for sure. Thank you for your kind words. I'm not saying anything special. These are simple things everyone knows. These are simple things. Everyone knows them. Come on, keep talking. One man claps his hands, others join in with claps and cries of encouragement. Alright, I was talking about being kind to your neighbors, and look, the commander decided to set an example. Wait to see how things unfold. The people in the city seem to like your sermons. Are those sermons? I just tell people things, simple things. Anyone can figure them out. People are much cleverer than me, but they listen to me and say thank you after. I probably have just a pretty voice. I need you to go away. Okay, let's go and bismuth. Okay. Show me your moves. I was gonna speak with people real quick and then we'll head back to the castle and then we'll go and sell all the garbage we have and maybe buy the second amulet. Might be a good idea. Now you're not the only mongrel on the surface. Got any plans for the future? Plans? You have too high of an opinion of me, to be honest. I've never had less of a plan than I do right now. I thought everything would be simpler. We'd go to the surface, become crusaders, and somehow figure things out later. But later is now. Saul tells me not to rush things, but he always says that. If I listen to him, I'll have moss growing out of my ears before a single thing changes. One thing's for sure, as long as you're our leader, there's hope. Things are always happening around you, and it made me realize that I need to stick with you. If I do, one day I'll find myself scaling a citadel of evil, a bow blessed by all the gods clamped between my teeth. I want to plant an arrow in the chest of some ancient evil demon. I'd rather do all that without Venduag breathing down my neck, but that's your decision. I won't argue with it. I'll just make sure that when she does stab you in the back, there's not time to sink the blade in too deep. Your people have come to the surface. Does this mean you're no longer Nethers? Ha! That's a good question. We're not fully Uplanders yet. I think we are now Upland Nethers. Although if you think about it, we used to be Nether Uplanders. After all, our ancestors came to the caves from the surface, and now I'm giving myself a headache. Maybe I'll leave the task of renaming our people for better time. Uplanders, nothing's like it's supposed to be. What is it, Commander? Outside from the surface for the mongrels. They're frightened, but they're trying to not to show it. One of them was pulled out of the sewers. He couldn't take it in the open. They tried to live in there, but they're all very curious. And when you're curious, you stop being frightened. Lan is keeping an eye on them. He doesn't bother me unless he needs to. They keep calling us the Tieflings here. The youngest ones pick fight, but it will pass. No one's trying to drive us out, so that's something at least. What do you think of life on the surface? Truth be told, it's frightening. Strange sounds. The ceiling smells like something. It's hard here. But then again, I don't encourage much as I did down there. The sun's nice too. Oh, and I go to the Prince of Iomade. They give me some nice sermons. It's lovely. And still, this is not my world. It's for the young ones. How is Lan getting on with his responsibilities? Saul sighs heavily. He doesn't want to, but I can't help. Everyone goes to him with their troubles and cares. He's caring, our Lan. He's kind, like his father used to be. He helps everyone, and when I say he'd make a good chief, he gets all riled up like I just called him a cave slug. Strange, but he might be one of us after all. More than I thought. You satisfied my curiosity. And you're lucky, because otherwise I would have killed you.
I'm off.
And when I'm off, just carry on. Sorry, guys.
I do what I must.
Oh man, that was a deep one. Oh. Only I just sneezed my brain out. Well, will the game tell me if my companions have new stuff to tell me, or... I feel like they didn't at one point. There you are, the dance macabre. Hello.
Should move.
I'm just gonna assume they'll tell me. Bless you deeply. Thank you. Arabeth. Today Arabeth looks unusually lively. Her eyes are shining again, which you haven't seen since the battle for the little chapel. Saluting you, she stands at attention. Commander, forgive me for bothering you with a personal matter, but I just wanted to say how grateful I am to you. During the attack on Dresden, I did not exactly cover myself in glory. You had every reason to throw me out of the army or send me to the condemned, yet you supported me. You helped me regain my footing and continue to fight. You will not regret this decision, I swear. I will never again let the crusade down. Neither by my actions, nor by my words, nor by my thoughts. I will be loyal to the crusade to the end. I'm glad you feel better now. Thank you, Commander. I have conquered my inner demons. Now I can go back to fighting, the real kind. Commander, unexpected reinforcements have arrived, not from the Queen this time. These are volunteers. A group of Kelid barbarians has come to all of them seasoned fighters. They wish to serve under your command. This tribe seems to have a bone to pick with demons. They believe that ravaging Sarkoris made the demons the personal enemy of all the people of the north. They're proud that you're a human, just like them. They say that as soon as they heard about your deeds in Canabras and Dresden, they knew the true chief had come. Huh. Sure. Of course I'll let them join my army. As you say, Commander, their recruits will be at your disposal. Oh, the Knights. Paralictor Aminos Renth. They approach as if in military formation in lockstep arranged so that the tallest, a white-haired elf, occupies the central position, flanked by the other two. At the same time, it does not seem as though any one of the three is the leader. Knight Commander Kiryu, we are representatives of the Hell Knights in the no man's land of the Worldwound. Paralictor Animos Rent from the Order of the Gate, Paralictor Lerana Tai from the Order of the Pike, and Paralictor Garen Diothan from the Order of the Pyre. After this is up, all three turned to Ritual in unison and gave curt nods. The elf, Paralictor Animos Rent, turns his gaze on you. His voice is dry and his speech is fastidiously formal. We have come to officially greet the commander of the Fifth Crusade on behalf of the coalition of the Hell Knight Orders. The Order have been and remain fundamentally opposed to demons and demon worshippers. We will continue to act in the no man's land of the Worldwound as an allied force to your armies. Yeah, thank you, Ikti, for the follow. I welcome our honored allies to Dresden. Thank you, Knight Commander, and allow us to congratulate you on your victory in the Battle of Dresden. Are you willing to participate in joint operations? My armies need support. That is not possible at this moment in time. The Orders are following their own plans. The majority of our forces are deployed far to the west. We're thereby helping you by drawing the attention of the demon armies. Paralictor Derringer's decision to hand over part of his force for your command was done on his own initiative, but the Orders and even their chapters of the Order of the Godclaw have their own objectives. Is that all you wanted to say? One more thing. Our chapters, together with a troop led by Paralictor Derringer, intend to establish an outpost, or rather a fortified transfer point for our operations. We found suitable ruins from the First Crusade, and we have begun making them fit for habitation. When the outpost is ready, you will be entitled as our ally to make use of the facilities for rest and sustenance when you're making forays deeper into the Worldwound. On that we shall take our leave, Knight Commander. Oh no, this is a big choice. Commander, permission to report. Captain Harmat salutes you. We're short on soldiers. Annihilation from the taking Dresden is long gone. We now face a harsh reality of a drawn-out war. What was efficient for an expeditionary force won't cut it for a proper army that is to hold the territories around Dresden and still advance forwards. Now that we've dealt with the weary and replenished our officer corps, we need more troops. I should write a letter to Mendev and ask Her Majesty for a new draft. It will take some time, a long time to be perfectly honest, but it's the most reliable option we have. Mendev is already giving everything it can spare for this war. I say we ask our priests to be more active with the preaching in other lands. Let them inspire more people to volunteer. A regular draft may not be enough. We have one permanently in effect as it is. We should suggest that the Crown recruit all who lost everything in the attack on Canabras and other cities. Instead of meager state-issued meals for these orphans and homeless refugees, they'll get army rations, a pair of boots and a spear. It's not the best solution for them, and they won't be the best soldiers for us. Still, we have plenty of material to sift through and forge into solid combatants. Yeah, you won't get far on the sheer enthusiasm. Fortunately, we have good coin to dress it up. Everyone who's ready to fight for lofty ideas is already here. It's time to call on those who would still fight for gold. What about the troublemakers from the Weary? Do they criticize us still? Negative. Ever since you took those measures, we haven't heard a word from them. After your changes within the officers' rank, the commander's staff is showing nothing but loyalty. Let's discuss our options in further detail. Sila, what's your plan? I traversed half the world to join the Crusades, and I'm sure that there are still plenty of souls all over Galarian who would join our ranks. We just need to get through to them. Let's send priests to preach in other states. And not just any priests, but those who've been on the front lines. They'll tell everyone of the horrors they've seen here and how important it is to fight back against the Abyss. People will volunteer once they see that this battle is not for Mendev or Sarkoris, but for all of Galarian. Do you truly believe that people learning about what's happening in the Worldwound will come running to volunteer? You think too highly of them. Upon hearing this preaching, most people run in the other direction as far as they can. Rachel, what do you suggest? At present, Canabres and other cities that withstood assaults are teeming with orphans and homeless and refugees, survivors who's lost all they had. They live off the crown in tents sustained by handouts. Get them to the front lines. They're not the most optimal manpower pool, as it is unlikely they would have volunteered, but they've nothing to lose, and we'll gain an influx of recruits as well as save Mendev from having to waste funds on citizens who provided them with no benefit. You take advantage of those people's plight in order to bolster our ranks? The poor folks you speak of have suffered tragedy. They should be recovering and restoring their faith in life, not throwing it to Demon's Maw. Darren, your opinion, please. My advice is simple. Don't be cinchy. You're practically asking people to jump into Demon's gullets. Sure, they're kooks who would do just that for some high ideals, and there's those who can be coerced by force. Nevertheless, the mortals have yet to invest a better incentive than shiny coin. If you offer the volunteers sufficient high pay, they'll sign up in droves. You can't rely on loyalty of mercenaries. They're eager to come and fill their pockets, but they're just as eager to abandon us once they're faced with real danger. I've seen it happen time and time again. We need true soldiers, those who can't imagine life outside of the army, obey without a second thought, and if necessary, die without regret. Captain Armit, what would you advise? For a situation like this, we have direct instructions from the Queen. May her reign last forever. We should write to Nerosian and ask Her Majesty to announce a new draft in order to send reinforcements. Of course, the plan will require time, but there's no question that it'll deliver results. There's no telling how many more recruits the Queen can scrape together through a draft. Mendev has already given us the best and most enthusiastic. It's time for the rest to do their part. Homeless orphans to the frontline and army of embers. So, we get recruitment of growth of trainable units increased by 7% for 20 days. Okay, that's not great, but it's okay, I guess. Growth for trainable units increased by 20% for 14 days. Okay. Oh, but they reduce our morale. Probably not worth it. The number of available mercenary units increased by 1 for 14 days. Okay. How does this... Oh, I have to do the decree, then I get to the thing? Or do I just click this and it just activates? Oh, it cost me 5,000 coins. I don't hate that though. That's pretty decent, I think. We'll draft the victims. I think, you know, if you're following rank and file, then there's something for Captain Harmat here, but I still feel like Kiri wouldn't go for that. I feel like he would think that's a stupid idea for all the reasons that was said. So I'm thinking Sela or Darren make the most sense, and Darren's probably fine. Just saying like, hey, we'll just give them money, right? I think we'll go for Darren here. If only I could fulfill all your orders, Cecily, just by signing a couple of papers. You made the right choice. Those who talk about how loyalty can't be bought have simply never held a real sum in their hands. Thank you, Commander. I will report on the measures we implemented and their results in due time. I'll call for the council to be reconvened if we encounter any further difficulties. Oh, God. Commander, the capital needs you to take a decisive action. There's been a major scandal. The nation of Andoran, our diplomatic partner, has sent an army to help the crusade. However, this apparent generous gesture is nothing more than political provocation. The Andorans want to prevent the emerging reproach between Mendev and Cheliax, of which I have previously informed you. They deliberately sent their army to our territory without seeking Nerosian's approval. If Mendev accepts his help, it will cool our relationship with Isker and in their suzerain, Cheliax. The Royal Council's command... That is to say, expects you to reject the Andorans' aid, direct them towards Her Majesty's court. They're welcome to negotiate with their capital. Unfortunately, we can't disregard their decision made by Her Majesty and her council. Soldier Poston suddenly gives her a slight smile. But those Andorans didn't come here empty-handed. They brought weapons and supplies. Let them share those with us, since Nerosian forbids them joining the army. Darren regards Lady Konomi with a feigned disapproval. Come now, Lady Konomi, all this suspicion. I am sure that the Andorans are driven by nothing more than benevolence and concern for our collective future. We simply must accept them like dear friends. We should send the Andorans back home instead of to Nerosian. and declares loudly as possible that we disapprove of their underhanded methods. Otherwise, our capital's diplomats will see it as an opportunity to strike a few deals and sweep the whole scandal under the rug. And that's not right. Wild deeds should be exposed, not hidden. If the whole deal is about them being Andorans, they should just stop being them. Take down the banners, call themselves mercenaries, problem solved. What's the gist of this political conflict? Ischur is a protectorate of Shellyax, and Andoran and Shellyax have a long history of feuds. For the Andorans, the highest value are freedom and equality, and for Shellyaxans, it's order and hierarchy. It's as if two countries are made to be at odds. The fact that they're both allied with Mendev doesn't stop them from settling scores at any opportunity. For the time being, Nerosian considers it more advantageous to cooperate with Egorian, the capital of Shellyax. No one's cutting ties with Andoran, no, it's just that their relations have cooled somewhat. It's a common occurrence in the politics of major powers. That is why Nerosian insists on you inviting Isker, Shellyax's protectorate. When you accepted their forces, the Andorans resorted to a provocation. Either Nerosian receives their help, incurring Egorian's discontent, or it strikes the diplomatic row. The council choose the row. Let's see what the council has to say. Social, what solution do you propose? I come from Andoran myself, and as Shaelin is my witness, I wish I could offer another solution, but we have sworn an oath to Their Majesty. If Nerosian doesn't wish to see Andoran troops in Dresden, we have the right to invite them. But no one can forbid us from accepting their help in the form of weapons and supplies. After all, this war is not just some political conflict, this is a battle for the fate of Golarion. Everyone's entitled to do their part. What's up, Sharknado? How are you doing? What a touching bashfulness. You're proposing we behave like the daughters of noble families who want to give herself to a dashing bard, but keep her maiden honor? Darren, are you sure we should accept Andoran help? Does it become us to reject the aid of our valiant allies who are on their way here to share the burden of this holy war? I sense a sense of pride, envy, and yes, a whiff of covetousness too coming from the direction of Nerosian, but there can be no place for sin in a crusade. Lady Konomi shudders pointedly. Don't forget about the sin of slander, Count. Enough tomfoolery, your jest will lead to diplomatic disaster. Not the best at the moment, but such is life. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Are you up to anything today? Perhaps not. One thing I can say for sure. This was a bold move by Andoran. They are willing to invest much in this cause, or our cause. I see no reason to refuse. I was never fond of Shellyax anyway. I don't like their practices or their wine. Then is it good? It's a good idea to rebuke those who send us troops. The longer I sit on this council, the harder it is for me to figure out which demons we're supposed to defeat. The ones on the front lines or the ones we're protecting? How can people think about plots and intrigue when the world hangs in the balance? And how much faith in the integrity of Nerosian's bureaucrats, which is why I'm suggesting that we treat Andorans in a way that will make it clear. We won't stand for being used. If you want to help, then do it decently, and if you want to scheme, just go home. It will discourage wily opportunists, but win the respect of those who value honesty and decency. The politicians may be at fault here, but what is the soldiers' crime? They are prepared to risk their lives to defend Golarion, and they're certainly not looking to gain anything from this war. Is it just to punish them for the action of their leaders? With logic like that, we shouldn't be surprised when people start to judge us by the deeds of Nerosian's bureaucracy. Voljif, what were you saying about mercenaries? I was going to do a kind of comeback stream when new Digimon game drops, but Shark hurt his throat. Wait, there's a new Digimon game coming out. I forgot about that. Does it look cool? I know a guy or two with connections in the Merc circles. A bit creepy, but they keep their word. I'll take 5 minutes for them to turn an Andoran army into a mercenary company. They'll dig up some distinguished name of some currently retired group, fix it up with some banners and uniforms, and record the company's arrival in the books of their local mercenary guild. Even the fussiest clerk won't realize that they're not well-respected dogs of war, but a detachment of Andorra regulars. And just like that, under neutral banners, we've accepted our new friends into our army. Clever, eh? It's crooked, not clever. If a soldier doesn't care under what banner to fight, then they're not a soldier, just your average cutthroat. If the Andorans agree to something like this, my respect for them will plummet, and it's not high as it is. Lady Konomi, why should I refuse Andoran help? Drops into 2 hours tournament. What's it called? Firstly, because it's the witch of the capital. Lady Konomi falls silent for a few moments, letting the weight of her arguments again. And secondly, you do understand that this situation is larger and more complex than you can see from Dresden. It would be inconvenient for us to quarrel with Shellyax at the moment, and Andoran is pushing us to do exactly that. I can promise you that Mendev will compensate you for your losses. We're guided not by consideration of our own benefit, but of the good of your army and the entire crusade. No dice. When they give you something, you take it, especially freebies. Don't bother feeding us like garbage about compensating us later. The authorities do it whenever it's fleecing time. And then what? The people get nothing back. Compensating my tail. Digimon story time stranger. Digimon are the champion. I think I saw a little bit of gameplay for this on some award show. It was kind of interesting, I guess. No, supposed to have their weapons supplied, but not the soldiers. Okay, so every get. Yeah. So we get 28 Hedge Knights, and this Hedge Knights seem on par with the Hell Knights, probably. That's right. Damn. Well, so prep to stream, but can't talk at the moment. Sharklog, you can do the thing as some people do, where you don't talk, you just type in chat. You could be one of the stream typers. I used to watch one that did that, but I can't remember who it was. Tank does that, right? I'm way too slow typing, that's fine. So, what is the Kiryu choice here? I think Social or Lady Konami is probably the most Kiryu thing here, right? Probably. And both of them are kind of interesting, I guess. I like the social thing here. It's a nice middle ground where it's like we're following the letter of the law. And you can't say I didn't listen to the council, right? I'm gonna go grab like a spiff me off like a glass of cola or something. I'll go with Social. Social, tell the Andorans to accept their weapons and supplies, but not the soldiers. Commander, you managed to establish a working relationship with the Royal Council. Don't destroy it with one careless decision. Warning you, Mende will not forgive you for sabotaging the commercial approach. Is that a threat? Merely a warning. Your actions, on the other hand, are indeed threatening to Mendev. Her Majesty has entrusted her kingdom to the Royal Council. It is their duty to oppose those who hurt their interests. By turning them against you, you leave no choice but to start hurting you. I've already stayed with them, so maybe we should keep staying with them and see what happens. Very well, we will refuse Andorran's aid per the request of the Royal Council. The capital will appreciate your willingness to toe the line. Rest assured, everything you've forfeited will be amply compensated by the Treasury. With that, this meeting is adjourned. I doubt there will be a need to assemble the diplomatic council anytime soon. It will take a while for Nerosian to deal with all the internal fuss and the squabbles with foreigners. That is, to resolve important political matters. For the time being, Dresden will be left to its own devices. Jesus Christ! I just want to grab a glass. Let me go grab a glass. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna shop all this. Alright, I'm back. Hail! Durgalinda Stranglehold salutes you with her bad hand. Amidst the critical shortage of supplies, a number of soldiers have called themselves the Fellows of the Crusade have set up a black market in the army. They steal everything that's not nailed down, trade medicine for swords, and spell scrolls for tobacco and rations. They know better than to ask for anything from command, so they take care of themselves, and if someone's not happy with the trade, out come the knives. I don't know how to deal with it, except by alleviating the shortage of essential supplies. We should press Mende for more deliveries, and we need to sort out our storage. Build some decent warehouses. Right now it's a thief's paradise. An underground market, huh? What's so bad about that? Let him trade things. Let's authorize it. Then there won't be a black market, just a normal, legit market. If someone is in need of something, we are the ones who must provide it. We should ask the priests of many different gods. They have wealth and influence. Maybe they can help. You thought I was joking when I said our soldiers would soon need our experience of surviving in the caves? Well, here we are. This is the day. Time to live off the land. I'll teach you to fight. I'll teach your fighters how to survive on barren rocks, and there won't be any need for a black market. Woljif, how did you end up in this council? Why? What are all these like Woljif things? Who are these fellows of the Crusade? Where did they come from? Every army has people like them, crafty folks who are willing to survive at all costs. Keep in mind, these aren't brigands, otherwise they wouldn't have enlisted in the Crusade's army. They want to free Golarion from the demons just as much as anyone, but their choice of methods is indiscriminate to say the least. Not everyone joins the Crusade out of goodness of their heart. Some are hiding from Mendev's judgment, some are here for glory, some are dreaming of treasures and spoils. You got repentant cutthroats, illegitimate children, adventurers, rogues, all kinds, and each of them is poor and used to not being able to rely on those in power. In their experience, everyone who has any sort of influence is a greedy cheat, and only common folk can be honest. That's why they call themselves the Fellows of the Crusade. They're your fellow soldiers who are trying to make things fair in their own way, and others follow suit. Whether they really believe them or they're just doing it for a jest, who knows? But if we deal with the root of the problem, we'll purge our ranks with the... Jesus Christ. Woljif, what are you suggesting? Fighting under a counter trade goes about as well as smacking nettles with a stick. Swing all you like, even pave over it. They'll just grow through the stone. If soldiers are trading, it's because they gotta. So let them trade out in the open. We'll build them a market and keep an eye on it to make sure there's no tussle and that the trade's more or less honest. We'll even be able to make a tidy sum out of it ourselves. The Queens put you at the head of a disciplined army. But I'm sure these kinds of liberties won't hurt that discipline and turn them into a mercenary gang. Arashale, what's your plan? The churches of many gods support the Crusaders' cause. They heal, bless, pray. If you ask them, maybe they'll help us ease the shortage of provisions and gear. I'm sure that if we build some shrines, the priests won't refuse to help us. The priests are going to help us? Give me a break. They're only generous with prayers and good wishes. That, what do you say? I say that hoping for handouts is pointless. Warriors must know how to provide for themselves, even in the middle of a wasteland. And the surface is a chock full of resources. We just need to teach the troops how to use them. And how not to be so too picky. But we're not alone. The Crusaders have support all over Galarian. It can't be that we have to fight demons to save the world without being able to make the ends. I'm not sure how to say it properly. Rogalinda, what's your thoughts? We need to keep pressing Mendev, double or triple our efforts if you have to until they finally get a proper supply chain up and running. Let the Queen come up with a new tax or make the aristocrats pay up or go into debt. That's not our problem. The Rosians sent us here to win a war, so let's make them take care of our needs. Honestly, at this point, our soldiers don't even have a clean shirt to die in with some dignity if they fall. Although I'm familiar with those miseries from the treasury, it's like getting a blood from a stone. Mendev's already up to his neck in debts. You can't keep shaking him an empty mug, but you'll never get more than 3 dops. Still hoping for handouts? We need to face it already. We're on our own here, so we have to survive however we can. The purple moss that grows on rocks, that's pretty edible. I've checked. Jesus. Okay. Oh, it gives me a market building. Oh, okay. So, but dude, I think I would have to destroy all the buildings because I put them in a line. Because basically, with this in those areas, in all my establishments, right? I could build the warehouse next to the inn and the supply center, and I would get 1 more material point income and 100 more financial points. That's kind of good. Go for it, Dorjalinda. Demand all you can of Nerosian. Affirmative. I'll latch onto them and I won't let go until they give us everything we need. And I'll organize for a new warehouse to be ready for a new supply carriers arrive. Guarded warehouses. Thank you for making the call, Commander. I'll report all the further developments directly to you. If you run into anything else that requires your attention, I will meet you to the council. Oh my god. So many strange, terrible things are happening here. Markle, a fisherman from the tiny, peaceful village of Chilly Creek, enters the hall. I saw enough horrors on my way here to last a lifetime. But of course I didn't show up empty-handed. The whole village took up a collection for the war effort. It's not much, mind you, but it's something. We're doing our part, however small, to help you win the war. How did you get here? By pure luck, I figure. You're surrounded by all this horror. The land is dead. The trees are all gnarled and twisted. There are monsters roaming around everywhere, ready to jump out at you at any moment. Thankfully, I ran into a Crusader patrol, and they brought me here. If it wasn't for them, I would have ended my trip in the teeth of some nasty beast, that's for sure. How are things in the village? Everything's been peaceful and quiet. I get wistful just thinking about it. Now I'm kicking myself for being such a fool. Why didn't I just stay at home? What was I thinking, dragging myself all the way out here to the world wound? But you know, it's it's just not right, sitting home quietly, hiding behind the heroes who risk their neck for us every day. So I decided to pay a visit. How is Jurnog doing? He's settling in, that's for sure. Almost one of us now. He heals the sick, fixes the nets with others. Before I know it, he'll be learning how to swim. How would you like to stay with us? No, thank you. Hate to say it, but I'm no crusader. Fighting demons is not really my thing. I'll go get some rest before I head out. Take a day or two to look around the fortress. It'll give me some stories to tell. Then I'll head home to Chili Creek. I've already seen more on this trip than I've seen in my lifetime. Anyway, you better come back to see us. We'll be waiting. Thank you for defending our peace and quiet. The fisherman bows respectfully. We've gathered up something else for you heroes, but I couldn't bring it with me. It was too heavy to carry. Come to our village, and you can pick it up yourselves and pay us a visit while you're at it. We're always glad to see you. Well, I'll see you later. Good luck with all the fighting. Later. Later. Okay, so this place doesn't have an inn, right? Because we have all this stuff here. So probably not worth it here. I gotta see if I can like destroy buildings for free or like get some of the resources back. And if you can't, I'll probably do it anyway, just because I'm a crazy psychopath with no regard for anything. Oh, I will have to destroy 2 buildings. Oh. Oh. Oh, you don't get that much back either. Did I do it? Oh wait, I can't even build the warehouse here. Oh, it just has to be an upgraded area? I just have to sell one of them though, but yeah, I can't even build the warehouse here, so whatever, I guess. That's disappointing. So I can build... Well, first of all, building citadels and these that are like a little bit out of the way might be nice. Like, lands of Yath, Treasonholm, and Gloomy Gorge are all in a little bit of a precarious situation right now, right? So maybe we can build some citadels on them, just in case. I may be fragile, but I'm not fragile. No, no, that's macabre. I don't know if Treasonholm is that exposed, honestly. I feel like the gloomy George is though. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Okay, let's sell. I don't think there's gonna be any new items, so we'll buy the one half the amulet at least. I may be fragile, but I'm not fragile.
We do it my way.
Not so fast. I need some dinosaur bones. You love traveling, but why do you have to kill people? Can't you just go traveling without that part? It's more interesting my way. I get bored of sightseeing very quickly. I'm not interested in foreign food. Every tavern is the same as the next. But killing is different every time. It's the most enjoyable part of the trip. What a psychopath. My streamer, Bones Dinosaurs, cancelled. What's up, Sale? I do, and listen, I'm only saying this once. I do that, and I would do it again. Sue me. Seriously, sue me. Just see what happens. Hell Knight. I may be fragile, but I'm not fragile. I'm not dance macabre. Improved weapon fighting, probably. Hello, gent. I may be fragile, but I'm not fragile. Double slice. This is not because it's a Dex character, right? So let's grab improved two-weapon fighting. Greater two-weapon fighting. Sounds good to me. He has a two-weapon fighter after all, so why not? I think Regil not being Regile is probably one of my favorite parts of the game. Did I give this guy anything I actually want to give to anyone else? I don't think so, right? No. Yo, social man. Oh, trying to weapon or one up in the trans is a power type feature. Oh. Sure, he has a two-handed weapon. Does he have outflank? Yeah, it is. Extra channel is probably pretty good too, huh? I'll just go for focus strike. New spell. I may be an oracle, but I'm not a doracle. Historical. Yes. Yeah. Okay. We made Darren into a little channel boy, didn't we? So actually doing more channels than big boy channels probably makes sense on him. See, I think he is a little channel boy. A oracle. So I'll just pick extra channel oracle. Chaos hammer. Sure. I should have miscast this. I already have like the spells we're gonna cast, so it's just whatever I pick now, it just feels a little bit whatever. Oh, life bubble. I was gonna pick life bubble for that one case where suddenly I need to stay alive in a vacuum. You never know. Blade barrier. Inspiring joy. Oh, the spell. Oh, I already have that. Or inspiring recovery. Woof, 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 woof. Hellfire, right? Oh. Oops, my bad, guys. My bad, guys. I'll think about it later. Alligator. Gonna finish as yeah, but now people are gonna be mad at me, man. They're gonna start calling me slurs and stuff. Oh, oh, it's so annoying. Oh, I don't know how this arm works in this. Oh, it doesn't have weapon focus. I can just go weapon focus daggers. Why isn't why wouldn't dagger be considered there as a bonus? He's using daggers, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Yeah, spells don't really matter because he can just learn new spells anyway. Oh, but it's his first 5th level spell, so I guess that matters a little bit. Doesn't have a great save though, so it's just whatever he can cast on himself for the most part, I think. Soul Skill Communal, yeah. Let's do it. Oh, we have to pick more than one. Echolocation? Echo. Sure. Improve the initiative? Sure. Grow spikes. I've so many characters up, and I know there's at least one more character. Or I guess I don't know for sure. I guess I might have missed maybe it's a character you only get for certain path or whatever. Hydration check. I just finished up on my cola, man. Now I'm up to drink boring water. Ugh. Thank you, man. Ugh. Oh, so boring water. Ugh. Do we already have improved initiative? Initiative. Oh. Maybe there's more key points then? I don't know what else to pick here. Extra key? Extra key is pretty good. Ugh. No, they don't want to do improved critical, they hate that. Fencing. Grace, rapier. You should train Kira into cutscene gun expertise. There are guns in Pathfinder, so I mean technically possible. Do I get a ray shield now? Oh no, I don't have enough dex for a ray shield. What the hell? Extra mercy is probably good to pick up here, huh? That's what's happening. Mercy! Mercy beaucoup! Just the level of improvement, I think. It'd be cool if they adapted Iron Gods to high-tech AP. I played an android wizard with a grenade launcher. Jesus Christ. This guy plays Pathfinder.
Follow if you dare.
We got. Like every time I just go to, I'm just gonna leave the room for 3 seconds. So it's like, oh, we're going, we're going.
Yes, and they are using Leech Bar. Oh, fuck! It's burning! Guys, run!
Endaline. Well, I don't know if it should be shouting like out my channel, but good clip. Oh. Holy shit. That is so cool. And that's how I became a lifelong Mashima fan. Actually, before I bulk sell, we should bulk equip. Alright, are we done with any weapons? I'll just do price here in descending order, because price kind of tells us how much the value of the weapon is. We have a speed composite longbow +2. That's interesting. Hanyaman. Okay, not committal to a taste, so we can probably give this to Lan. Lan probably needs this, I assume. Yeah, sure. Everything else there seems pretty generic, I think. If it comes with a Guardian's Battle Axe, well, I don't know what that is. Oh! That's the Glass of Undeniable Truth. Grass temple or fair, and also which restarts around inside our affairs. Where's Christmas fire? Okay, interesting. It's gonna +2 competence intelligence modifiers. If I equip this, I lose. I lose some transportation. But I get int, so that's worth it, I think. I fell into a burning ring of fire. And now, and a flame and I burn, 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 fire. Love. There makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. But did I give him punching daggers as a meme? Or do I not remember that correctly? I did. Yeah, it's weapon focus dagger now. I can play clips over this filler content. What is the filler content, Jace? What the hell are you talking about, man? You're lucky I haven't turned your little butt into filler content yet, little boy. You freak not. This is the main part of the game, man. This isn't filler content, it's literally the main part of the game. This is what everyone comes here for. What do you need? Do you need Subway Surfers? It's so boring. Oh, is it? Is it?
'Cause that's all we fucking know! 'Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
Nine max 4. 9 max 2. 6 max 5. Cause we're boring. We're so effing. Like half an hour of Enda wondering what he equipped. We'll definitely equip these amulets. I think we'll probably have one on Regil, one on Obrig. Makes more sense for now, because I don't have it equipped right now, but I have the amulet on Mighty Fist, +3. On Kiryu. I don't have anywhere else to get that bonus on Kiryu, but we can get this on Regile, give him a little bit less AC, and then we can buy the other one and put it on Ulbrig. It doesn't benefit